Marvel Studios Executive Vice President Victoria Alonso, who has been with Marvel for decades now, reveals the keys to Marvel Studios' success and why the MCU has seen more success than the previous attempts at bringing multiple big franchises to the big screen that were trying to crack $1 billion but could not, such as the X-Men, which she was involved with, and all the other franchises. And the keys to success, believe it or not, are the things that upset most people on YouTube. So this came from a recent interview with Deadline, where Victoria Alonso was asked about the keys to Marvel Studios' success, how she's been involved with so many Marvel projects, and why the MCU is the most successful so far, and why they seem to have this global appeal that no other franchise seems to have to this scale, or no other single Marvel attempt has had. And she really just cuts to it and says, because of our global audience, because of how we diversify it, how we look at different cultures, how we look at the different films, how we look at different regions of the world, and we realize we need to represent all of these because our audience spans the world. We need to have female-led films. We need to have films and series that are led by people of color and different ethnicities and different religious beliefs because, again, the world is filled with diversity. You can't just do the same thing over and over because sometimes, and this is true, believe it or not everybody has the same background. People come from different regions of the world. So if you make products that appeal to those people, that will drive consumption of that product, which then drives interest in the other products. You know, people constantly say, well, you can't do this or you can't do that because you're pandering. But again, you're not pandering if you're making products for a global audience with a specific shift to focus on a specific demographic or a specific geographical location. This is what's always been done. And she specifically goes into the point of view of leaving money on the table. And she talks about the audience retention, and she talks about how much the audience resonates with these characters and who's interested in these franchises and what they're trying to cater to. And she reveals that if you look at it, the Marvel audience is largely global. And if you look at, for example, the Hispanic audience, it accounts for 28% of their audience, which she says, why would you leave that on the table? You don't. You go after that market and you make it included and you make them feel welcome and you give them their own heroes and characters, and their aim is to be able to provide content for every region of the world because somebody has a fan favorite character from that region and they want to see them represented. I'm not going to argue with a single thing here. I'm just happy everybody gets their time to shine, and we can keep on proving people wrong that keep on saying, oh, that MCU project with that diverse cast, that's going to be the failure because it's not for me. Well, that's good. It's not for you. It's for everyone. See how that works?